Hi, I'm Gabby Wyrick, and this is my informative speech, and these are my audience members. Okay, so here's my informative speech. Do you know what the most common childhood disorder is? It's ADHD. And according to the book, ADHD in Children, Adolescents, and Adults by Paul H. Wender and David A. Toom, they suggest that 5 to 10% of all children have ADHD. And ADHD it's a disorder that affects millions of children's lives on a daily basis. It's important to me just because my brother has this, and he struggles with things on a daily basis that I don't have to struggle with, and I think people should be more educated about it. And I think that it's really important for me to teach people about this disorder because it is highly misunderstood. So I'm going to tell you about it. So first off, ADHD is a chronic disorder of the brain. And what chronic means, it means it's lifelong. So rarely do people grow out of this. The symptoms are inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. And how it's diagnosed is by parents, teachers, and doctors. And the reasons I say this is because, of course, doctors have the final say in diagnosing, but teachers and parents first spot the symptoms and take them to the doctors, and they have the final say. So in my brother's case, this was the case that his teachers actually saw the symptoms at first, and they would notice all the symptoms I said before, and they basically just said that, we think he has something. My mom took him to a doctor, and they found that out while he was in kindergarten. He was 6 years old at the time, and the average time that is to be diagnosed with ADHD is from 6 to 12 years old. Anytime before that, it's really hard to diagnose that just because that littler kids show impulsivity and inattention on their own, but most of the time they can't grow out of this. So with that being said, there is no cure for ADHD, but there are treatments, and some of them are really helpful. So there's long-term goal planning. So basically what long-term goal planning is that they're planning for the future. So what are they going to do in elementary school, middle school, high school? What are they going to do when they get out? Are they going to join in the workforce? Are they going to go into college? It's really up to the particular child. In schools, they have this thing called IEPs. So basically what an IEP is, it's long-term goal planning for their education and career. And it tracks them, and it really helps and benefits the child. Also, something that can benefit the child is therapy, behavior therapy, to be specific. And so what behavior therapy is, it's going to a counselor or a professional or someone who is qualified to say that. And they basically just help with your behavior. So making sure you're you know how to control your impulsivity or your hyperactivity, and they give the kids the tools to do these things. Also, another big step or big treatment is parent training. So a parent is like a lifeline to a kid. So if they don't have a good, strong support system at home, it could be, really bad for that child. So what I would say is really important is this parent training. So basically making sure that the parents are educated, making sure that the parents know what they're doing and what they're going to expect from the future from this child. So I think that is a really big key thing to say. But also the next thing is teamwork, and I think this one is the most important one. Teamwork between parents, teachers, and doctors. Making sure that everyone knows what's going on and making sure that that everything is going to benefit the child, and the child will have happiness, and the child will learn in the ways that they learn. With saying that, ADHD, like I said before, affects millions of children on a daily basis. But it doesn't mean that they can't learn. They just learn in different ways from all of us, and they do struggle a little bit more. I hope you learned so much from this presentation, and I would be glad to talk to you guys about it in the future if you want to email me or anything like that. But thank you so much for listening, and that was my informative speech.